Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you have chosen to come back. Today I am on what I hope will turn out to be at least a 17-mile hike. I'm still working on getting my legs conditioned from skiing, but I have to say, in some respects, I'm pretty pleased. I'm about 11 miles into the hike now. I don't particularly like this hike. I only do it because it's an easy way to get the distance via the trails. But the first 8 miles of this hike are just a slog uphill, and then it's a mile downhill, then it's 2 miles uphill, and then it's between 6 and 7 miles downhill. The reason the uphill and the downhill are different is because the trailhead I start at is at a lower altitude than the trailhead I finish at. But I really don't like the first 8 miles of this hike. The remainder of the hike I very much enjoy. I don't even know if I'll do that hike again. It's just, for a number of reasons, it's just not my style. So a lot has happened since the last time I've been on the trail. It's been almost 2 weeks since I have had a chance to hike. My wife came down with COVID, and obviously taking care of her was a higher priority than getting out on a hiking trail. She got pretty sick. She didn't need to be hospitalized, but she got pretty sick. But fortunately, after about 2 weeks, she is well on the mend, so we're happy about that. And the second thing, you probably can't tell, but at the beginning of, I guess it's probably about the second week of May, I got on a scale, and I was actually tipping the scale at 175 pounds, which, if you went back and saw my videos about how much weight I lost on the keto diet, that means I put on about 10.5 pounds from my weight of 165, and I was actually at 165 for probably about 3 years. But yeah, after about a little more than 4 years now, I got back up to 175. And it really was tying into ski season, because one of the things I was doing in ski season was that I was eating a lot of nuts in the morning, which are a good thing to eat if you're going skiing and doing a high energy output workout on the slopes. But the problem I had was I started snacking on nuts, and they're a bad thing to snack on. And the other thing that happened was I started eating between meals, which I hadn't done before. Anyway, I started a diet about 5 weeks ago, and I am happy to say that I want to take off 10.5 pounds, and I am happy to say that as of this morning, I've knocked off 8 pounds in 5 weeks. So I only have another 2.5 pounds to go, and I will be back at my fighting weight. But, you know, that also has an effect on your body's ability to handle these long, arduous hikes, because you're losing weight, you're changing your nutritional input. But overall, things have gone well. When I did my 15 and my 16-mile hike, both times I stopped on that hike and seriously questioned myself whether or not I had the leg strength to do the hike. This time I'm through the worst of this hike at the 11-mile mark. I've only got a 6 to 6.5 mile downhill, and my legs felt good the entire way, so I think that they're coming around. So I'll wrap up here for a moment. If I see something interesting on the way down the trail, I will stop and film it. Otherwise, I'll see you. Actually, I'm being picked up by my wife at the trailhead today. This is going to be a point-to-point trailhead, not a loop. But I will do a final sign-on just as I finish the hike. I don't know if you can see this because it's very well hidden, but this is the first rattlesnake that I've seen up here in 5 years. Let me see if I can get him to alert. I'll come back to him in a second. This is why he was on the trail. He's just made a kill. But he's not a big rattlesnake. This is we have here is Great Basin rattlesnakes. And let's see if I can get him to alert for you. He's right in there. Jeez. He won't even see him moving. He's right there. These Great Basin rattlesnakes are not particularly aggressive. And and he's trying to do his best to get away from me. So I'm just gonna leave him alone. But first rattlesnake I've seen up here in 5 years. Well, my friends, first of all, I'll apologize in advance for the shake. I've just passed the 17-mile mark on this trail. Let me get out of the sun here. The 17-mile mark on this trail. I don't know exactly how far I am from the trailhead, but I'm going to guess, ooh, this is terrible. I'm going to guess it's between, probably about a third of a mile from here. So let me try and see if I can focus in on here. So I got to tell you, seeing that rattlesnake was really quite a surprise. You know, he was pretty high up on the mountain. You know, oftentimes you find rattlesnakes below 5,500 feet because once you start getting up in altitude, the nights start getting so much colder. But boy, he was just a shade under 7,000 feet. So, yeah, he was in an unexpected place. I threw that chipmunk to where he was hiding in the bushes so he wouldn't have to come near the trail in order to get his meal. Anyway, by the time this hike is over, I suspect I'll probably be at about 17 miles, 17 and a third miles, maybe 17 and a half. And my legs are feeling good. Well, my friends, I'm almost at the end of this hike. It looks like my guess is it's going to come out to be about 17.7 miles, which, you know, not too bad for an old guy. Well, thank you for taking this hike with me, and I will see you on the trail.